Okay, writers, we are ready for the last video here in our introductions, and that will be writing for sound. So if you are looking at this last video, we are going to look at something called onomatopoeia. And onomatopoeia is how you show sound in writing. A noun, which is a person, place, or thing, can make a sound. Okay, so what that sound is written as is actually an example of onomatopoeia, which is sound. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so if you are looking at this whole entire list, it is saying that onomatopoeia is a word that describes a sound. Okay, actually mimics. Mimics means, copycat. The sound of an object or an action that is referred to when spoken. It appeals to the sense of hearing, and writers use it to bring a story or a poem to life in the reader's head. Okay, it adds a touch of fun or emotion to your writing. Okay, so lots of onomatopoeia. Okay, they're fun to say, and it's easy to understand. So right now I have a list of about 180 words that you could possibly use. So let's take a quick look at some sounds animals make. And you have arf, growl, roar, bow wow, honk, squawk, chatter, cheep. If we scroll down here, people make sounds like achoo when you sneeze, gag, like mumble, ahem, arg, gasp, murmur, prattle. That means you go on and on and on. So those are all examples of onomatopoeia. Ha-ha! Chomp, burp, chortle, chuckle. Things can make sounds, like if something's making a, that would be bang, bang, bang. Flutter, like the birds of a wings of a bird, ping pong, clickety-clack. That sort of thing. So you have all sorts of words that you could use for introducing your introduction here. So let's take a look at, for example, let's take a look at the poetry here. Horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity-clop. Clippity-clop is a onomatopoeia. The tail goes swish, onomatopoeia. Okay? Cows, so it's cows go bong, nong, nang, ning. That's just onomatopoeia. Okay? Oh crash, my bash. It's a bang, it's the zang. Fourth whoosh of baroom, July. Again, onomatopoeia. So let's take a look at maybe writing onomatopoeia in our introduction. And remember, my story is about me breaking my arms. So let's see here. I had I had two people talking. I have video description, and so my last one is sound. So here we go. I'm gonna put here. And usually when you're doing onomatopoeia, for whatever reasons, it's usually capitalized. Not always, but usually it's capitalized to set it off from the rest of the text. So I'm gonna capitalize that. Clink. Chime. So clink, clink, chime. So clink, clink, chime. I stood staring at the swing set. That clink, comma, clink, chime called out to me like my best friend, telling me to hurry. I wanted. It was like the swing set knew what I wanted. I loved that swing set, comma, and I hurried over to climb on the seat. All right, so I started that off with that clink, clink chime sound, okay? I stood staring at the swing set. That clink, clink chime called out to me like my best friend telling me to hurry. It was like the swing set knew what I wanted. I loved that swing set. And I hurried over to climb on the seat. So I'm setting you up there. Okay, now you could use any of these sentences at any point in your story, and I might reuse them because they're pretty good. So in the end, you have to have 3 different introductions, okay? And once you get really good at these, then writing the rest of your story and going into the edit will be pretty easy, because then you'll have a good understanding of how do you write good, thick, rich description, heart to the story. You're right now adding some heart. We're starting off on the heart journey. So, all right, you have one more video before we get this wrapped up and moved on to our next step, which is then writing your conclusion. And oh, we are almost there. We are 3/4 to the top of the mountain. And then from there on, it's just a slide down the hill. All right, see you soon. Questions? Let me know.